What's up, y'all? This is your boy T Thistle 88 bringing you all another season commentary. You already know the deal, and I am giving you all, yes, this is the final episode of Storytime for season 3. This is the 5th episode, and I have a delicious treat for you all. I'm adding more than just black pepper. I'm adding more than just that nice sea salt that you all like to get on top of these commentaries. I'm going ahead and putting some cumin on it this time. Just going ahead and giving it the right blend to make this commentary juicier than ever. And we're going to savor the flavors. We're going to let this marinate and we're going to let things settle in. So let's get straight into this. So, I remember cross-country practices. For me, currently, I'm a high schooler as of this time of this commentary, and cross-country season is over. I'm a senior, can't really go back, can't relive anything that I may have failed, and whatever I've succeeded in, that's all good and dandy, but I have a future to live for. But I remember during cross-country practices, I would have the craziest fun ever. I mean, you would think running, that would be the most miserable time, but I've had some of my most fun moments in high school during the cross-country season. One of which is something I have no idea how one of the players endured this. And sorry, I sound like Medea trying to say that, because endured, this is some words that I struggle with. I don't know if it's because my voice is really deep or what exactly the situation is, but some words I just have a certain sort of accent, if you will, and I'll just have to deal with it. But like I said, this one practice, we would go ahead and start off with our daily warm-up routine. We would run down this long street, really hilly and everything, whatnot. And we would normally just stay on one side of the street. And all of us would be, this one guy named Lewis, he would always be closest to me in the run, so I would have somebody to talk with. And this time, he decides to get ready and cross the street. Now, for a reason, I have no idea, because there weren't any cars, there was no purpose for crossing the street. I don't know if that's just what's cool or what's hip nowadays, just crossing the street just for the fun of it, but I cannot put two and two together for what reason he was crossing the street. But the thing is, this time he was crossing the street, the unexpected happened. Now you all are thinking, what is so special about this? Why is this a commentary? Now, when you cross the street, anybody cross the street, of course, even little kids know this, you always look both ways before crossing. The thing is, when Lewis crossed the street, he did look left, and he did look right, and he checked back left a second time. And I thought he clearly saw the car that was coming. Now, he's running, he's working hard, because when we practice running together, we always put our best effort into it, so we ain't doing no baby jogging. We are running like a red-nosed reindeer. I don't know what analogy that was, but I used it. And I thought he saw the car, but obviously he doesn't. The car keeps coming, he crosses the street, and yes, the car hits him, side scrapes him, and when the car hits him, it keeps on going, the momentum continues on. So it's one of those hits that you would see in a movie from a car. Like, he gets hit, not only does he get hit and maybe falls on the ground in the street, he rolls on top of the front roof of the car and then slowly rolls down like you see in the movies. And I'm thinking this dude is hurt. I'm wondering if he's injured or anything. He gets straight back up afterwards, and he's like, oh, wow, dang, I didn't expect that. And he's all nonchalant about it. I'm like, dude, you just got hit by a car. Like, that's something to not just boast about. You should be worried about if your bones are not crackling or anything like that. And the lady gets out of her car and she's like, "Oh my goodness, oh my gosh, I can't believe what happened here. I'm calling 911. I am calling 911." And Lewis, he's like, "It's okay, ma'am. It's alright." It's kind of like the police officers when there's like a horrific situation and all the people in that area are freaking out, but the police are like, "Yeah, I've seen this a million times. It's okay. Chill out. Calm down. Okay." That's how Lewis was when he got hit. And he's the one who got hit. He should be like freaking out the most. He's like, "It's okay, ma'am. I'm fine. I'm completely fine." And lady, she just keeps urging on, "No. I am calling 911. I am getting an ambulance." And he just persists in saying, "No, I'm fine. I'm okay, ma'am." And the lady finally settles in and finally is convinced that Lewis is alright. And she says, "Are you sure?" And he's like, "Yes." And then she reiterates this again, "Are you sure?" He says, "Yes." And eventually she gives in, gets back into her car, and she's like, "I am so sorry." And she pulls off. This was one of the most funniest physical painful things, or should have been painful circumstances that I've actually viewed. I mean, when I was probably around that age, and if something like that happened to me, I probably would have freaked out. I probably would have just went bonkers trying to, hopefully my parents would sue or something. That may be a little bit of extra money. I can go to the store, get some candy. Who knows what the deal would exactly be. But that was pretty much the situation there. This has been your boy T-Dizzle88. I hope you all enjoyed this commentary. I think we went ahead and knocked it down to 33-5 in this match. Not all that, but still decent, at least in my opinion. So stay tuned. I have more commentaries to come, and peace out from your boy T-Dizzle88, signing out.